What if I told you that the most natural substance on Earth is now incomplete? For most of human history, when we drank water, we weren't just drinking H2O. We were drinking from mountain springs, flowing rivers, and deep wells. That water was alive, rich with the very essence of the Earth itself. It was infused with minerals. Our modern world has given us a miracle: clean, safe water on demand. But in that process of filtration and purification, we've stripped something vital away. We've removed the minerals. And for men over 40, 50, and beyond, this loss isn't just a curiosity. It's the root cause of that constant, grinding fatigue, that stubborn brain fog you can't shake, and that frustrating feeling that your body's internal battery just doesn't hold a charge like it used to. Now, you might be thinking, I drink plenty of water. I'm doing everything right. And you probably are. The problem isn't the volume of water you're drinking. The problem is the quality of the hydration you're receiving. Think of your body not as a simple water tank, but as the most sophisticated, electrically wired network on the planet. Your nerves fire with electrical impulses. Your heart beats to an electrical rhythm. Every single one of your 30 trillion cells is a tiny charged battery. And plain, demineralized water? It's a terrible conductor. So I'm not here to tell you to drink more water. I'm here to show you how to drink smarter water. Today, we're not just talking about hydration. We are talking about remineralization. We are going back to the source. We are going to turn the tap water you drink from into an inert liquid, into a functional, life-giving elixir. To understand why this is so critical, especially as we age, you need to understand the three fundamental shifts that turn this simple mineral loss into a full-blown vitality crisis. I call these the three elemental shifts. The first shift is what I call the spring runs dry. When you were younger, your body was a master at conservation. It efficiently absorbed and held on to these precious electrolytes. But as we age, this system becomes less efficient. Your kidneys become less adept at retaining key minerals. You become, quite literally, a leaky bucket. You're constantly losing the very sparks, the magnesium, the potassium, and the sodium that power your heartbeat, fire your nerves, and contract your muscles. You can be drinking adequate water, but you're constantly draining your fundamental battery charge. The second shift is called the signal fades. Your 100 billion brain cells communicate with each other and with every part of your body through electrical signals. Minerals are the language of that electricity. They are the conductors. Without them, the critical command from your brain to your blood vessels, the command that says, relax, open up, let the blood flow, becomes a weak, staticky whisper. The connection is lost. The vessels stay tight, the flow is restricted, and the vital energy and oxygen that fuel every organ, every muscle, and yes, every aspect of male performance is diminished. This isn't just about feeling tired. It's about a fundamental breakdown in communication within your own body. And the third shift, perhaps the most misunderstood, is that the well is poisoned. For decades, we've been told a simple, terrifying story. Salt is the enemy. It causes high blood pressure and heart disease. But this is where we've been dangerously misled. The enemy isn't salt. The enemy is the fake, processed, bleached, and isolated sodium chloride found in every bag of chips, every frozen meal, and every can of soup. This industrial powder has been stripped of all its synergistic trace minerals, leaving behind a harsh, concentrated chemical that violently disrupts your delicate electrolyte balance. We've been given poison, and in the process, we've thrown out the medicine. Because real, ancient, unrefined salt from the sea or the earth is a profound gift. So the question is, how do we fix this? How do we plug the leaks, amplify the signals, and restore the balance? The answer isn't found in a synthetic lab. It's found by looking to the Earth itself. We need to put back what belongs. And to make this simple, I want you to forget complicated biochemistry for a moment. Instead, I want you to think in terms of three elemental forces. I call them the Earth's electrolyte trio. The first element is the mountain. This is magnesium. Magnesium is the deep relaxation mineral. It is the calm of an ancient forest, the profound stillness of a mountain lake at sunrise. Physiologically, it's responsible for telling your overworked nerves and your tight, smooth muscle tissues, especially the walls of your arteries, to let go. It is the single most important mineral for healthy vasodilation, the process of your blood vessels opening wide to allow for a powerful, steady, life-giving river of blood flow. Without sufficient magnesium, your vascular system is like a car stuck in first gear. The engine is straining, revving high, but you're not getting any power to the wheels. You're struggling to climb, and every hill feels like a mountain. The second element is the ocean. This is high-quality, unrefined sea salt. Think Celtic sea salt or Himalayan pink salt. This is not just sodium. This is a symphony of 80+ different trace minerals harvested from the ancient oceans. This is the master hydrator. Here's the critical distinction. Plain water hydrates the space between your cells, but mineral-rich water, guided by these electrolytes, is escorted inside your cells, where over 90% of your body's energy is produced. It's the difference between watering a plant with a fire hose, where the water just violently runs off the surface and the roots remain dry, and using a deep, slow drip irrigation system that delivers moisture directly to the root zone, quenching the plant's deepest thirst. The ocean element ensures the water you drink is put to work, not just passed through. And the third element, the one that brings it all into harmony, is the garden. This is potassium. Potassium is the mineral of abundance, found in every green leafy vegetable and every ripe sun-soaked fruit. If the ocean, sodium, is the force that pulls fluid into the cell, then the garden is the essential counterbalance that maintains the perfect electrical tension. Together, they operate the most critical pump in your body, the sodium-potassium pump. This pump is running billions of times a minute, and it's what powers nearly all cellular activity. It's what allows your nerves to fire and your muscles to contract. Crucially, potassium is your body's natural pressure release valve. It helps your kidneys excrete excess sodium, which is why a diet rich in potassium is so foundational for managing healthy blood pressure. In our modern Western diet, we have a catastrophic imbalance. We consume vast amounts of processed sodium and pathetically little potassium. Restoring the garden is not just an addition, it's a critical correction to a fundamental flaw in our modern physiology. It ensures that your arterial walls remain flexible and responsive, not stiff and resistant. Now, while not a primary electrolyte in the same way, there is a fourth, hidden player that is absolutely non-negotiable for male vitality, especially after 40. Think of it as the master regulator. This is zinc. Zinc is a cornerstone for the very foundation of male hormonal health. It is directly involved in the production and regulation of testosterone. Study after study shows that even a marginal deficiency can significantly impair testicular function, leading to a decline in this vital hormone. Since testosterone is the very currency of male energy, mood, muscle mass, and libido, ensuring adequate zinc is not a suggestion, it's a requirement. And beyond hormones, zinc is an absolute powerhouse for your immune system. As we age, our immune vigilance naturally declines. Zinc acts as the fundamental building block for countless immune cells. It's the sentinel at the gate. Without a steady, reliable supply, your defenses are compromised. The beautiful part? You don't need to swallow a big nauseating pill. A few drops of a high-quality liquid zinc in your water once a day is one of the most effective and bioavailable ways to ensure this guardian is always on duty. Alright, so we understand the problem. Our water is incomplete, and our bodies are leaking the very minerals that make us feel alive. And we know the solution. We need to reintroduce the mountain, the ocean, and the garden. Now let's get tactical. How do you actually do this without turning your life into a complicated chemistry project? This is not about perfection. This is about intention. It's about weaving these elements back into the fabric of your day in a way that is simple, sustainable, and powerful. I call it the Ancient Minerals Modern Life Protocol, and it starts the moment you wake up.